The Sibling Comparison 2023 Ford Ranger Wildtrak 4x4 vs 2023 Ford-Everest-Trend. The 2023 Ford Ranger Wildtrak 4x4 and the 2023 Ford-Everest-Trend are both excellent vehicles, but they have some key differences that may influence your decision. Here's a comparison of the two. 1. Design and build. The Ford Ranger Wildtrak 4x4 is a pickup truck, while the Ford-Everest-Trend is an SUV. Both vehicles are designed for off-road use and have a rugged, adventurous look. However, the Ranger Wildtrak has a more utilitarian design, while the Everest-Trend has a more refined, family-friendly look. 2. Engine and performance. Both the Ranger Wildtrak and the Everest-Trend are equipped with powerful engines. The Ranger Wildtrak is available with a 2.0-liter bi-turbo diesel engine that produces 213 horsepower and 500 Nm of torque. The Everest-Trend, on the other hand, is available with a 2.0-liter turbo diesel engine that produces 180 horsepower and 420 Nm of torque. Both vehicles also come with a 10-speed automatic transmission and four-wheel drive, which make them capable of handling rough terrain. However, the Ranger Wildtrak's high ground clearance and off-road suspension give it an edge in off-road performance. 3. Interior and features. The Ranger Wildtrak and the Everest-Trend have spacious and comfortable interiors, but they differ in terms of features. The Ranger Wildtrak has a more functional interior, with features like a multifunction display and a rear-view camera. The Everest-Trend, on the other hand, has a more luxurious interior, with features like leather seats, a panoramic sunroof, and a premium audio system. 4. Towing and payload. As a pickup truck, the Ranger Wildtrak has a higher towing capacity and payload capacity than the Everest-Trend. The Ranger Wildtrak can tow up to 3,500 kilograms and has a payload capacity of up to 1,080 kilograms, while the Everest-Trend can tow up to 3,000 kilograms and has a payload capacity of up to 750 kilograms. 5. Price. The Ranger Wildtrak and the Everest-Trend are similarly priced, with the Ranger Wildtrak being slightly more expensive. However, the Ranger Wildtrak's higher price is justified by its superior off-road performance and higher towing and payload capacity. Overall, the choice between the Ford Ranger Wildtrak 4x4 and the Ford Everest-Trend will depend on your specific needs and preferences. If you require a vehicle that can handle heavy towing and off-road adventures, the Ranger Wildtrak may be the better choice. On the other hand, if you prioritize luxury features and a family-friendly interior, the Everest-Trend may be the better choice. Fuel efficiency. In terms of fuel efficiency, the Ranger Wildtrak and the Everest-Trend are fairly similar. The Ranger Wildtrak has an average fuel consumption of around 7.4 L or 100 km, while the Everest-Trend has an average fuel consumption of around 7.1 L or 100 km. However, keep in mind that fuel consumption can vary depending on factors such as driving style, terrain, and load. It's also worth noting that the Ranger Wildtrak has a larger fuel tank capacity of 80 liters, compared to the Everest-Trend's 76-liter fuel tank. Safety features. Both the Ranger Wildtrak and the Everest-Trend come with a range of advanced safety features. Some of the shared safety features include electronic stability control, anti-lock braking system, traction control system, hill start assist, roll stability control, trailer sway control, rear view camera. However, the Everest-Trend has some additional safety features that are not available on the Ranger Wildtrak, including lane departure warning, forward collision warning with autonomous emergency braking, blind spot monitoring with rear cross traffic alert, adaptive cruise control. It's important to note that these safety features can help prevent accidents and protect occupants in the event of a crash. If safety is a top priority, the Everest-Trend may be the better choice due to its additional safety features. Cargo space. As a pickup truck, the Ranger Wildtrak has a large cargo bed that can carry a wide range of items. The cargo bed measures 1,549 mm in length, 1,560 mm in width, and 511 mm in height. The payload capacity of the Ranger Wildtrak varies depending on the model, but it can carry up to 1,080 kilograms of weight. On the other hand, the Everest-Trend is an SUV and has less cargo space compared to the Ranger Wildtrak. The Everest-Trend has a maximum cargo capacity of 2,010 liters when the second and third row seats are folded flat. However, with all seats in place, the cargo capacity of the Everest-Trend is only 450 liters. Therefore, if you require a vehicle with a large cargo capacity, the Ranger Wildtrak is the better choice due to its spacious cargo bed. However, if you need a vehicle with a spacious interior for passengers, the Everest-Trend may be the better choice. Off-road capability. Both the Ranger Wildtrak and the Everest-Trend are designed for off-road adventures, but the Ranger Wildtrak is more capable in this regard due to its pickup truck design and specialized off-road features. Some of the off-road features of the Ranger Wildtrak include high ground clearance of 237 mm, off-road suspension with monotube dampers and coil springs, electronic locking rear differential, terrain management system with 6 selectable drive modes, hill descent control. The Everest-Trend also has some off-road capability, with a ground clearance of 225 mm and a terrain management system with 4 selectable drive modes. However, the Ranger Wildtrak's pickup truck design gives it an advantage in terms of off-road performance and maneuverability. Therefore, if you're planning to go on off-road adventures frequently, the Ranger Wildtrak is the better choice due to its superior off-road capabilities. Price. The price of the Ranger Wildtrak and the Everest-Trend varies depending on the location and specific model. In general, however, the Ranger Wildtrak is usually more expensive than the Everest-Trend due to its pickup truck design and specialized features. In Australia, for example, the starting price of the 2023 Ford Ranger Wildtrak 4x4 is around AUD 68,000, while the starting price of the 2023 Ford Everest-Trend is around 62,000 Australian dollars. However, keep in mind that these prices are subject to change and may vary depending on the location and specific model. Therefore, if price is a significant factor in your decision, the Everest-Trend may be the better choice due to its lower starting price. However, keep in mind that the Ranger Wildtrak has some specialized features that may justify the higher price tag if they're important to your needs. Overall, both the Ranger Wildtrak and the Everest-Trend are great vehicles, but they have different strengths and weaknesses depending on your specific needs. If you need a vehicle that can carry a large amount of cargo and has superior off-road capabilities, the Ranger Wildtrak is the better choice due to its pickup truck design and specialized off-road features. However, if you need a vehicle with a spacious interior for passengers and additional safety features, the Everest-Trend may be the better choice. In terms of fuel efficiency and price, the two vehicles are fairly similar, although the Everest-Trend has a slight advantage in terms of fuel consumption and starting price. Ultimately, the decision between the Ranger Wildtrak and the Everest-Trend depends on your specific needs and preferences. Consider your requirements for cargo space, passenger space, safety features, off-road capabilities, fuel efficiency, and price to make the best decision for you. One additional factor to consider when comparing the Ranger Wildtrak and the Everest-Trend is their intended use. The Ranger Wildtrak is primarily designed for commercial use, such as for construction or landscaping work, while the Everest-Trend is designed more for family or personal use. If you plan to use your vehicle for commercial purposes, the Ranger Wildtrak's pickup truck design and cargo bed make it a better choice for hauling equipment and materials. On the other hand, if you plan to use your vehicle for personal use, such as for family trips or weekend adventures, the Everest-Trend's spacious interior and additional safety features may make it the better choice. It's also worth noting that the Ranger Wildtrak has a higher towing capacity compared to the Everest-Trend, with a maximum towing capacity of up to 3,500 kilograms. If towing heavy loads is an important factor for you, the Ranger Wildtrak may be the better choice. Overall, the intended use of the vehicle is an important factor to consider when comparing the Ranger Wildtrak and the Everest-Trend, as it can greatly affect the vehicle's performance and practicality for your specific needs. Another important factor to consider when comparing the Ranger Wildtrak and the Everest-Trend is their driving experience. The Ranger Wildtrak has a more rugged and aggressive driving experience due to its pickup truck design and off-road capabilities. It has a higher ride height and a more commanding driving position, giving the driver a better view of the road and surroundings. In contrast, the Everest-Trend has a smoother and more comfortable driving experience, with a lower ride height and a more refined suspension system. It's designed to provide a comfortable and stable ride on both on-road and off-road conditions, making it a good choice for families or those who prioritize comfort and convenience. When it comes to driving dynamics, the Ranger Wildtrak also has a stiffer suspension and a more responsive steering system, making it more suited for off-road adventures and rough terrains. The Everest-Trend, on the other hand, has a softer suspension and a more relaxed steering system, providing a more comfortable ride and better handling on paved roads. Ultimately, the driving experience is a personal preference and depends on your individual needs and priorities. If you prioritize off-road capability and a more rugged driving experience, the Ranger Wildtrak is the better choice. If you prioritize comfort and convenience, the Everest-Trend may be the better option. One last factor to consider when comparing the Ranger Wildtrak and the Everest-Trend is their maintenance and repair costs. Both vehicles are well built and reliable, but the cost of maintenance and repairs may vary depending on the specific model and location. In general, pickup trucks like the Ranger Wildtrak tend to have higher maintenance and repair costs compared to SUVs like the Everest-Trend. This is because pickup trucks have a more complex drivetrain and suspension system, which may require more specialized maintenance and repair services. However, both the Ranger Wildtrak and the Everest-Trend are covered by Ford's standard warranty, which includes a 3-year or 100,000 kilometers warranty, whichever comes first. They also come with Ford's roadside assistance program, which provides 24/7 assistance in case of emergencies or breakdowns. When it comes to maintenance and repair costs, it's important to consider the long-term ownership costs of the vehicle. Researching the cost of maintenance and repair services, as well as the availability of parts and services in your location, can help you make an informed decision on which vehicle is the better choice for you in terms of ownership costs. In summary, the Ranger Wildtrak and the Everest-Trend are both great vehicles, but they have different strengths and weaknesses depending on your specific needs and preferences. Here are some key takeaways to help you make an informed decision. Cargo space and off-road capabilities. The Ranger Wildtrak has a pickup truck design and specialized off-road features, making it a better choice if you need a vehicle that can carry a large amount of cargo and has superior off-road capabilities. Passenger space and safety features. The Everest-Trend has a spacious interior for passengers and additional safety features, making it a better choice if you need a vehicle with a comfortable ride and more safety features. Intended use. The Ranger Wildtrak is designed more for commercial use, while the Everest-Trend is designed more for family or personal use. Consider your intended use to determine which vehicle is the better choice for you. Driving experience. The Ranger Wildtrak has a more rugged and aggressive driving experience, while the Everest-Trend has a smoother and more comfortable driving experience. Consider your driving preferences to determine which vehicle is the better choice for you. Maintenance and repair costs. The Ranger Wildtrak may have higher maintenance and repair costs compared to the Everest-Trend, due to its more complex drivetrain and suspension system. Consider the long-term ownership costs to determine which vehicle is the better choice for you. Ultimately, the decision between the Ranger Wildtrak and the Everest-Trend depends on your specific needs and priorities. Consider all these factors, along with your budget and personal preferences, to make the best decision for you.